Okay, let's dive straight into this explainer and demystify the 2026 Startup India registration process. We're going to uncover exactly why so many incredibly passionate founders get their applications rejected, and more importantly, how you can avoid falling into those exact same traps. The process has changed quite a bit recently, and understanding these little nuances, it could literally save you weeks of pure frustration and lost capital.
So here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, what is Startup India? 2, are you even eligible? 3, the 2026 process updates. 4, a step-by-step registration guide. 5, common application mistakes. And finally 6, what happens beyond the recognition certificate.
All right, Section 1. What is Startup India? Let's separate the facts from the fiction.
We really got to ask this crucial question right out of the gate. Why do so many startups get rejected before they even get off the ground? Honestly, it's heartbreaking. So many ambitious founders lose valuable time and money simply because they completely misunderstand what this program actually is. They kind of treat it like a magic golden ticket to just skip the legal line, which is absolutely the wrong mindset to have.
Here's the deal. Startup India is a DPIIT recognition, nothing more and nothing less. Yes, it opens doors to awesome government schemes, incubators, and some pretty sweet potential tax benefits, but it absolutely does not replace the legal registration of your company. It is not a license to operate, and it is definitely not your incorporation certificate. You can run a perfectly fine, highly profitable business without it. It's simply an acknowledgement for businesses that are young, properly structured, and working on something genuinely new or scalable.
Moving right along to Section 2. Are you even eligible? Time to check those criteria honestly, because skipping these basic checks is the #1 reason applications tank before they even officially start.
To put this into perspective, there is a massive contrast in the limits depending on what you're actually building. Deep tech startups get a really generous extended 20-year window and a massive 300 crore rupee turnover limit. And why is that? Well, because deep tech takes way longer to research, develop, and actually commercialize. Meanwhile, standard startups are firmly capped at 10 years since incorporation and a maximum turnover of 10 crore rupees in any single year.
Now, when we look at eligible structures, notice what's missing here. Proprietorships. This is a hard, unbreakable rule. If you're operating as a sole proprietor, you simply cannot apply for Startup India. You've got to be a private limited company, an LLP, or a formally registered partnership firm. And investors strongly prefer private limited companies anyway, so that's very often your best route.
Let that number really sink in for a second. 12. If your standard company is 12 years old, actually, scratch that. If it's even a day over 10 years old, there are absolutely no workarounds. You simply cannot apply. The absolute limit for standard startups is strictly 10 years, and you cannot negotiate this with the DPIIT. Being brutally honest with yourself about these hard eligibility rules is step 1 to a successful application.
Okay, Section 3, the 2026 process updates. We are looking at a much stricter but significantly faster portal.
The biggest, most critical 2026 upgrade is that the portal now automatically checks Ministry of Corporate Affairs, or MCA, data in real time. This is huge. It means any tiny inconsistencies between what you type into the portal and your official company records will trigger an immediate query or worse, an outright rejection. On the flip side, the system is a whole lot faster now. You'll get quicker communication, and there are these great new dashboards that neatly link you to various government schemes the second you're approved. But just remember, faster processing also means much faster rejections if you try to slip in vague, marketing-style business descriptions.
All right, Section 4, Step-by-Step Registration Guide. Let's navigate the NSOS portal together. Step 1 is absolutely non-negotiable. You cannot skip incorporating your company first. You need to have your official certificate of incorporation, your PAN card in hand, and ensure your MCA status is active before you even think about touching the Startup India portal. Once that's all squared away, you log into the NSWS portal as a business user, attach your digital signature certificate, and start filling out your authorized representative details, your director's info, and of course, the absolute most critical part, the innovation write-up. Now, when you get to that innovation write-up, you can't just type, "We sell things online" and call it a day. No way. You must provide detailed, factual answers regarding your startup's technical uncertainty. Like, what core technology are you actually building? How much R&D capital have you incurred? Have you applied for trademarks or any other IP? On top of all that, you have to explicitly explain how your business aligns with national missions and exactly how your model scales up to generate real employment and wealth. If you're going for funding down the line, trust me, investors and the DPIIT will meticulously verify these exact answers.
Next up, Section 5, Common Application Mistakes. These are the entirely avoidable errors that are definitely going to cost you. Take this real-world example of a tech founder in Jaipur. It just proves how incredibly costly assumptions can be. He assumed any new business structure was fine, registered as a proprietorship, and bam, his application was instantly rejected. He had to spend all this extra time and money just to re-register his entire business as a private limited company and start the whole grueling process over again from scratch.
I absolutely love this quote from Agile Regulatory. Simple explanations work better than fancy words. They really hit the nail on the head, right? When you're writing your business description, just drop the vague marketing fluff. Seriously, don't claim you're revolutionizing the synergistic online paradigm. No one knows what that means. You need to clearly state the specific problem you solve, exactly how you solve it, and what your unique selling proposition is. Just keep it simple, factual, and direct.
Before you even hover over that Submit button, you need to audit your documents meticulously. Ensure you have the correct PAN, that your address proof is actually legible, and that your digital signature certificate hasn't expired on you. Most importantly, make absolutely sure your self-certification and authorization letters match the exact formats provided directly by the portal. Do not use your own custom templates for these letters, or you're just asking for a rejection.
Finally, Section 6, Beyond the Recognition Certificate. What actually happens next?
The sheer amount of leverage this one single certificate gives you is just incredible. The recognition immediately elevates your credibility when you're in the room pitching to investors or banks. It opens up fast-track access to incubators, and crucially, it makes you eligible to apply for major financial benefits, like the Section 80 IAC tax exemption. It's a real game changer.
But, and this is a massive but, you gotta remember this vital distinction. Getting that DPIIT recognition is not the finish line. It does not automatically grant you a tax holiday. Applying for those specific tax benefits, like Section 80 IAC, is an entirely separate bureaucratic process with its own intense level of scrutiny. The recognition simply gives you the right to step up to the plate and apply for it in the first place.
So, with the 2026 process being so much faster but significantly stricter, you really have to take a hard look at your business and ask yourself, are you truly building an innovative, scalable company, or are you just wearing the startup label? Because if it's the former and you can actually prove it on paper without making these avoidable mistakes, this certificate could be the ultimate catalyst for your growth. Keep building, and thanks for joining me on this explainer.